Hi, my name is Kirsten Millay, and I want to start off by getting a little background on me before I explain why beauty is my passion and why it will give me purpose. So, about 4 years ago, actually, we're gonna bring it to my childhood. I grew up with a mother who worked in the industry, and I was constantly pampered. I always got my hair done. I had my makeup done by, her fellow stylist. I always had my nails done. My entire childhood was spent in the industry of beauty. And as I got older, I attended hair shows with her. All my cousins followed in her footsteps with a career in the hair industry. But, by now you're probably thinking the beauty industry would be the obvious choice for me. Wrong. I ended up going to Paul Mitchell 3 months after high school. And, I attended for a year and I missed a lot of time. And my graduation date kept on just getting pushed back. And I kept on just falling behind and more behind and behind than I ever have been. So while I was in Paul Mitchell, I developed severe anxiety. I was diagnosed with PTSD and depression, and I decided to drop out. I lost a lot of scholarships. I lost grants. I lost the time that I was there for a year. And I developed a huge loan debt. I took a few years to work on myself, and about a year ago, I found myself thinking about the beauty industry again. I began playing around with products on myself, on friends, on family, but I never thought I would have an opportunity to get back to it because of the issues that I developed and all the time I lapsed. Until I reminded myself that this is something I have wanted and loved from the beginning. I learned to love it again. So back to your question about passion and purpose. I've been to beauty school once. And even though it did not work the first time, 4 years later, I found it to be my passion because of the experience I have already been through. My fulfillment comes because this is all I've ever known. I see the excitement on my family's faces just because they get to go to work to a job that they love, and that is fulfillment for me. Another one of your questions was, how do we share the same passions? And, back to the beginning of my story, just like Dennis, I am a child of the beauty industry and share that same passion. I've always loved watching the stylists at the salon. I would just sit on the floor next to my mom's chair and just look at everything going on. I would soak it all in. I loved attending the shows to watch the platform artists do amazing work. I knew I would come just like them one day. And another one of your questions was, how do I show a client professionalism, trust, and respect? And, to me, that always comes down to listening to the client about what look they are trying to achieve, and the honesty of what we can and cannot do. That's the professionalism and the trust part of it. And the respect comes from being able to be there for your guest. Stylists are often compared to therapists, which means as a stylist, you need to respect your guests by listening and knowing they can trust you with every aspect of your life, not just their beauty needs. So, I've answered all your questions, and I would be extremely grateful for this opportunity with you guys. They always say that we deserve a second chance, and, I will not take my second chance for granted. Thank you.